The victims of the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse in Baltimore were remembered in a prayer vigil last night. Community leaders and members gathered to honor the construction workers who were on the bridge when it collapsed early yesterday morning. The vigil also honored the first responders who worked throughout the day to search for people. This morning, the efforts following the collapse of the Key Bridge have shifted now from search and rescue to recovery. 6 crew members are believed to have died in that collapse, but this investigation continues. Our Larry Collins live in the newsroom with the very latest. Larry, good morning.
Good morning. You know, 6 people, all members of a construction crew, are now presumed dead. The Coast Guard said finding any other survivors is unlikely. This morning, though, we are seeing one of the victims for the first time. This is 49-year-old Miguel Luna. He was working construction on the bridge during the crash. His wife told our partners at Telemundo that the construction company confirmed to her that he was one of the missing. Maryland State Police say this morning divers would again deploy, but this time with the sole mission of recovering the bodies of the 6 workers. They face difficulties because of the debris in the water that could also prove dangerous for the divers in their recovery efforts. We've now learned that the 2 people who were rescued from the water yesterday were also members of this construction crew working on potholes at the time of the collision. Reports indicate that all had spouses and children. Maryland Governor Wes Moore says he spoke with the families of these workers, many who live in the Highlandtown and Dundalk communities of this area, which is also near the bridge.
Well, you know, I had a chance to spend time with the families earlier, and these are remarkable people, brave and prayerful.
Families of the people that were on the bridge.
Families of the people on the bridge.
Construction workers.
And I had a chance to pray with them. I had a chance to pray for them, and their faith. That God was going to protect them and their loved ones was so strong, and I think it's also one of the things that when they let their family member go out that evening to go to work, they never expected that would be the result.
Now, the head of a trade association for maritime pilots says the pilot of that ship tried to slow it down before the crash. And we do know the ship did issue a Mayday distress call, leading to quick thinking on the ground that halted traffic on the bridge, saving lives. U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg called this incident a, quote, unique circumstance, and said that he doesn't know of any bridge designed to withstand the impact of a ship of that size. He means to reassure Americans about the durability of our bridges in this country. Now, NTSB investigators are on site again today. They will look at the bridge, at the boat, and also interview witnesses. Live in the newsroom, Larry Collins, NBC5.
Okay, Larry, thank you.